Hey guys, I just got another personal message about car setups, so I decided to make this video explaining you everything I know about car setups. So it's past 2 AM in the morning, so I'm sorry if I sound sleepy, but I won't have any time in the next few days, so let's get to the car setup menu. The first thing is the Aerodynamics, which is front and rear wing. On F1 2011 you had to use high wings to be fast, like 1011, 1111, but on F1 2012 you need low wings. So do not use 5.1, 5.11, I mean 11.5. Do not use high wings. You need top speeds on this game, and the speed in the corners you get by high wings is just too low. So I usually use 1.1 or 2.1, nothing more. For qualifying I use, for example, 4.1, but you can move your front wing after qualification, so I go back to 2.1 or 1.1. It depends on the track. If you get oversteer with 2.1, just use 1.1. The next thing are the brakes. The brake balance is pretty easy. You almost never need front balance. The most braking power you get with 50-50. If you move left or right, you're losing braking power, so you should try to stick to 50 if you can without walking up. But if you walk up your fronts, just use 49 or 48 front brakes. For the pressure, I always use high pressure in the rain too. Even if you walk up with high pressure, you brake faster, so just use high pressure. And the brake size, if you walk up with small brakes, use standard. If you walk up with standard too, use large. But large brakes weight more, so small brakes should be better, but this is personal. I can't tell you what to use. You just have to test and see what suits you. Anti-roll bars, I always use 1.11. You may feel better with 11.11, but this is only for qualifying. On the race you will always be faster with 1.11. If you get oversteer, you can use 9 or 10 rear anti-roll bar, but it won't be necessary, I think. Suspension, on F1 2011 you had to use 1.1, 11.11 for the best grip, but on F1 2012 you can use 2.2 or even higher ride heights. You won't lose that much time. Some players play with high ride heights, some with low. You lose grip with the higher ride height, so you have to brake a little bit earlier if you use higher, I'm sorry. But you will be able to ride over curbs a lot more and not wide. For the stiffness, this is the only thing I don't understand, but with higher stiffness, with I mean higher numbers on the stiffness. I'm not sure if the car is stiffer with 11 or softer, but if you use 1111 your car will be a lot more stable. For example, in Hungary you swipe a lot, so you have to use 1111 to just not swipe that much. But with 6.6, let's say, you get more grip, so you have to find the balance with just testing. Oh, and if you use, for example, I used 9.8 on my last race, which was on Spa, which gives me a little understeer. If you use 9.10, you get a little oversteer, and this affects fast and slow corners. I see some people using 11.1, but it will make sometimes your qualifying lap better, but on the race you will have massive understeer, so it's not worth it. Gearbox, this is personal, so for Spy I had to use max gears, but some tracks require different gears. If you use gears like this, you get more acceleration, so I don't really mess with the gears a lot. I usually take them from another setup, just because it saves a lot of time. Engine, nothing. Alignment, the camber is pretty easy. With everything to the left, you get the most grip and the best lap times with a perfect lap. But if you lower, I mean make higher actually, the camber, the rear camber, you get more traction, so in the rain you can increase your camber just to get more traction. But if you make perfect laps a lot, I mean if you don't make mistakes, you will be faster with both cambers to the left. This will also, if you increase it, you get better tire wear, but it's not worth it because the overall grip you get is a lot less. The toe is the other thing I don't understand. For Hungary I had to use all to the right, but on Spa, for example, I had to use middle toe. It's track to track. Another thing is, if you use, for example, these settings, you will walk up your front tires, I mean, a lot less, but you will get understeer. So again, for the race it won't be that fast due to the understeer. So I usually use middle toe, because more to the left the toe is, the better tire wear you get, and more to the right the worse. But more to the right usually makes the car feel easier to drive, not so, I don't know, just the word doesn't come. I mean, it doesn't oversteer a lot, and it's more stable. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.